AITAH for orchestrating a public humiliation after a coworker stole my project credit? Part 2. At first, I tried to be reasonable. I spoke to Sam privately, and my voice was small and precise, like a student asking for a correction on a misplaced grade. Hey, can we clarify the credit on that demo? I did the prototyping and the testing. Sam blinked like someone who had been caught in bright light and said, "Oh, I thought we were presenting the team. Titles felt messy." That answer tasted like air in my teeth. I went to my manager and they sighed and said they assumed it was a team win and didn't realize the client email elevated Sam. My emotions did this weird arithmetic: embarrassment plus betrayal plus the dull ache of having your labor erased equals a pressure that turns into plans. I started compiling evidence because the part of me that is procedural could not let it be subjective. I pulled git commit logs with my author name and time-stamped messages. I downloaded user test recordings with my notes. I pulled the Slack thread where I had proposed the interaction sequence. I saved calendar invites that showed I shepherded the project. I made a folder, labeled it Project Atlas Evidence, and shared it with my mentor outside the company. The fallout was ugly for my headspace. I had trouble sleeping because my mind kept playing the demo in slow motion. At work, I was polite but cold. I overheard Sam tell a coworker that they had taken point to secure future gigs, and laughter in the hallway felt like knives. I thought of escalating to HR but feared being painted as petty. Then I found out Sam had briefed a separate potential client with the same framing of authorship. That was the tipping point, because this was not an isolated mislabeling. It was ongoing misrepresentation that could affect my career trajectory. I did the only thing I could that felt principled. I followed the channels. I filed an internal authorship correction request with our knowledge management team. I emailed my manager with the evidence, and I requested a meeting with HR to discuss misattribution and potential impact on my performance review. I was calm on the paper trail because I wanted the facts to be the thing that moved. HR was sympathetic but bureaucratic. They opened an inquiry and asked Sam for a statement. Sam replied with a version of events where they described spearheading client relations and credited the team collectively. HR scheduled a mediation meeting. The week before mediation, Sam had an interview scheduled with another company, and I learned they had been interviewing specifically because they expected high visibility from Project Atlas. I felt cold and cunning in a new way. Stay tuned for the next part.